From the Gert Boyle studio at OPB, this is Think Out Loud. I'm Dave Miller. The Portland Art Museum's rental sales gallery has been operating on the same business model since its inception in 1959. It showcases local artists' works and makes that work available for rent or sale. The current show at the rental gallery is a collaboration with OPB's Oregon Art Beat. It's made up of work from artists who have been featured on the program. The exhibit is up through July 11th. Mark Tindle has been the head of the gallery since 2021, and he joins us now. It's great to have you on the show.
Thank you, Dave. It's an absolute pleasure to be here.
What is the basic model of this gallery? I give the one-sentence version. What's the longer version?
The heart of it is every single work of art that's in the gallery, and we've got about 1,300 pieces in the gallery right now. We make it available both for sale, like a conventional commercial art gallery, but also 3, 6, 9-month rental periods as well. So a client comes in, they can make a single payment, and they can rent an artwork for a quarter of a year.
Why? Why make these works of art available on a short-term basis?
At the heart of it is it's about creating accessibility to fine art. That's really the heart of our mission. Is fine art is the most beautiful, wonderful thing. All the pieces we sell and rent are all originals, but that's not always available to everybody. That's not in everybody's budget. That's not something perhaps everyone feels comfortable with. The idea of like, oh, I'm committing so much money to this piece. For renting it for a fraction of the purchase price, you can bring it into your home, you can bring it into your business, you can try it out. A lot of our clients experiment with pieces. They keep renting different ones, and maybe they find one that they fall in love with. And having it on your wall is the most perfect way to know that it's the one that you love.
How common is this model, this gallery model, around the country?
It's not that common. I think it used to be more common, but we've seen them kind of fade away over time. So Portland is, I think, very lucky that we have a gallery like this that offers a model that is, it's one of those ones where, like, when I arrived in Portland, started working at the gallery, I was like, why is this not everywhere? This is brilliant.
Can you give us a sense for the range of art that is included in the gallery?
Absolutely. And we take a lot of pride in having one of the richest ranges of art available anywhere in the city and beyond. We represent over 180 artists. They're all from the Pacific Northwest. The vast majority of them are Portlanders. And they're working in the widest range of mediums possible. So we've got 2D art in acrylics and oils and watercolors. We've got 3D art, artists working in ceramics and metal, glass, wood. It's so rich, the range, when you come in. That's really part of the excitement of this.
What about the range of prices for rentals, say?
So we deliberately place the rental prices in a very accessible point. The lowest rental price we'll charge is about $50. The majority of the pieces that we rent, they would fall probably somewhere in the sort of $200 to $250 for 3 months. And we've got ones that get more expensive. The rental prices essentially increase as the purchase prices increase. But we deliberately set them to be very much accessible to as many people as possible.
And in general, how long are people renting these for? So 3 months is the first length. How many people say, oh, I want another 3 months?
I'd say the vast majority of our clients. Most people who come in will rent it for 3 months. Some just rent it for 6 months right off the bat. It's like, yep, I think I'm going to want this one for half a year. But the majority of our clients, when we give them a call or ping them an email to say, hey, the rental period is coming to an end, they'll say, let's just do it for another 3 months. But we do have some clients who, this is part of their life, is to like cycling the art every season. And we have this couple that come in, they, I think, have 6 or 7 pieces every time that they will rent for 3 months. Then they'll come in, pick another 3, pick another 7 for 3 months. And
how long have they been doing that for?
Oh, they've been doing it as long as I've been in the gallery. So, I mean, I certainly 5 or 6 years, I guess even longer. They're regulars.
It's almost like they're treating their home as their own little art museum. And they have 3-month shows that just cycle through.
I think that's exactly how they see it. The ability to change the art seasonally, I think, is something that they really enjoy. And that's something that works really well for our business partners as well, because we work with a lot of corporate clients across the city too. So people bringing fine art into their offices, into their sort of meeting rooms, into their public spaces. That ability to like cycle through works is something that I think that really appeals to a lot of people.
I'm curious what you hear, though, specifically not from those commercial institutional customers, but from the individuals. What kinds of stories do you hear from regular people about what having this art means to them?
It's this ability to have something that is unique, have something that is beautiful, original, completely special to them, and being able to bring it into their space at such a fraction of the purchase price, and to have that relaxation of knowing that, oh, I can experiment with this. I can try it in my space, and I can see. That's the feedback I get so often, is people just get this joy from knowing that, like, they can see if this is what they really want. And that ability to, like, change it out is fantastic, and the opportunity to see that it's how it works in their home. That's the heart of it. It's like it'll look one way in the gallery, then you take it home, put it on your wall, and you can see if that's the one that you truly love.
And then some people do end up buying them?
Yes. Yeah, that's one of the really, it's such a rewarding thing. It's such a great feeling when a client is either in the gallery or I'm on the phone with them and they're just like, I love this. I love this piece. Sometimes people know right off the bat that they're going to love it. A number of times I've had someone walk out the door with the artwork saying, yeah, you're not going to see this one again. I just need to make sure that it's going to be it. But then kind of one of the most fun conversations is when the client's like, yeah, I didn't expect to love this like I do, but they've had that time to live with it. And it's gotten under their skin. I literally had one client say, I took it off the wall to bring it back to you today, and I didn't like how my wall looked anymore. So I guess I've got to buy this.
An idea that just popped into my mind is people who foster rescue animals and then say, you know what, I'm gonna adopt this animal.
Mm-hmm. I think there's something in that. And that really, I think that's that feeling, because a work of art, an original work of art, has a personality. I think because it is part of the artists themselves that they have put into it, and you bring it into your home. So it provokes an emotional reaction in you. I think just in the same way that humans and pets and like other kinds of objects, because there's something deeply real about it, you feel that same way.
If you're just tuning in, I'm talking right now about the Portland Art Museum's rental sales gallery. Mark Tindle is our guest. He is the head of the gallery. So it's been clear talking to you what clients get from this. What about artists? I mean, what would artists get from being a part of your gallery that they wouldn't get from a traditional gallery?
I think it's this accessing of a demographic and accessing of a market that perhaps they wouldn't otherwise get through a gallery that only focuses on sales. This ability to have this like regular rhythm of rentals going out, making income every month from that, this opportunity to place artworks with individuals or clients who will rent but then will maybe buy them in the end. And what we also give them is a brick and mortar gallery space in downtown Portland, that is associated with the Portland Art Museum, so right now, with the museum having recently fully reopened post redevelopment, it's a great sort of space to be connected with. And I think people love and respond to that.
Is it either or? If they're if they're represented by your rental gallery, can they not be represented by other galleries?
No, we actively encourage our artists to show at as many galleries as they want to. Our artists sell their own works themselves as they so choose to. They'll have other gallery representation. I love the idea of our artists being shown at different spaces. I think it's a rising sort of tide. It raises everybody to have that, and that visibility is nothing but a good thing.
Does it ever happen that somebody has rented a work of art and they somehow damage it?
It does happen. It happens so rarely. That's the wonderful thing is that
people taking care of these works.
They take such great care. People are so respectful and so gentle, and we get asked such great questions about what the best way to ensure that taking care of it is. If accidents happen, and they do happen, we'll always work with the client to fix it. We'll always, work with them to either have the artist, come make the repairs. We'll take it to a framer, we'll get it reglazed, whatever it takes. Obviously the client is liable for covering the cost of it, but we're never punitive. It's all about like, this is life. These things happen. We'll help you fix this.
What has it meant to you personally to be connecting these two groups, people who live here, with art from people who made it here?
It's one of the most rewarding things. It's probably the most rewarding thing I've ever done. I love this job. I love this opportunity to bring such beautiful, special things into people's homes, but also to have those interactions and be able to tell stories to clients about what the artist is all about, like what was happening when they created this piece, what story did they tell me. I think that's wonderful. But then I can feed back to the artist, so like, it's one of the best emails I get to send is the email when I say, hey, good news, the client who rented your piece has bought it. That is such an amazing thing to get to give out to artists. And I go in every day and I feel really good and really rewarded because of that.
Have you ever been a client yourself? Have you ever rented works of art?
I have not rented any of the pieces myself, but I've bought several from our artists. I've commissioned a few pieces as well. It's very hard not to fall in love with the works you see and then want to sort of, I think I want my own version of this.
Mark, it's a pleasure talking to you. Thanks very much.
It's been a joy. Thank you.
Mark Tindle is the head of the Portland Art Museum's Rental Sales Gallery. He's been the head of it since 2021.